Let's go to, I'll tell you what, let's go to Kevin, who apparently really wants to talk about the Lions. Kevin, go ahead, buddy. What's up? I'm sorry I missed you.
Hey, man, my fault about earlier. It wasn't my dog with his head out the window. It was me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay.
So, look, I got a statement about the Lions, and then I have a question for you, Mike.
Yeah, man.
About Michigan. So my statement about the Lions is this. I had them winning 12 games before the season. There's nothing that I've seen in the first 2 weeks that would lead me to believe that they can't get it done. We got a quarterback with a chip on his shoulder, star running back, receiver, DN. I mean, get it done. There's nothing that I've seen. So, we should expect more, and I do. And my question is about the Wolverines.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm an enemy to my team because I think rationally, and there's no way you can properly assess your team with those first 3 games. So my question to you is, if we push the rankings back to week 5, do you think we would get better scheduling?
You know what? No, I don't think that you will, Kevin. I think that this is one where this was all about the home games and getting the extra $1 million per game to come in here. It wasn't about the rankings. It wasn't about anything like that. I mean, I look at those first 3 games, Kevin, and I count them as one complete. That's your one cupcake game, all 3 of those first ones. I could judge the team after they play Iowa because the offense and defense will get tested. But nah, if they move the rankings, I think they should move the rankings to after Halloween, if you want to be fair about it.
Yeah, like I was giving them room for error. I think it should be week 8. But if the goal is to win the national championship, wouldn't you want to see what your team is made of early?
Well, Kevin, we're doing it. You know what? I may as well just bring it. Here, hold on. Kevin, I'm going to bring it up right now. I'm going to segue right out of your call with this. You got 2 camps on this. See, this is the funny part. See, I think Spartan fans, some of them, not all, some of them acting like bitches. Because they sit here and go, we should have done what Michigan's done.
Because Michigan's making fun of us right now.
Oh, please. They're a collection of buttheads, too. I'll get to them. The point is, Michigan State plays a game that's absolutely a losable game. You go to the West Coast, play a Pac-12 team, facts. They lose. But you know why I like playing the game? I know something now. Now I know where my team is woefully short. Now there's something we need to correct. Now we're on the clock. I'll take that game and lose that game over doing what Michigan's done because, Michigan fan, you can think it, and I already hear it. I hear it on national college shows that I listen to. I hear it locally. Oh, it's clear as day to insert host name. It's us in Georgia. We're dominating everyone. Well, first of all, you're admitting you're a low-grade idiot who has no idea what they're talking about because you can't take anything out of these games. Oops. Now, Michigan might be really awesome, but to base it off of who you've played is tomfoolery.
No.
So here's my question. Would you rather do what MSU did? Go to Miami, go to Oregon, bring Oregon to your place, go to Washington. ASU, right. Play games that unless you're really good, you're probably going to lose. But you learn something, you know something about your team. Or would you rather do what U of M is doing? Tell me I'm pretty. Go out, play people that are incapable of beating. I mean, that is the worst non-conference. This year and next year is the worst 2-year non-conference schedule I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. You don't know anything, but you got a pretty number next to your name, and everyone tells you how beautiful you are.
And even when you put your backups in the 3rd and 4th quarter, who are they going up against? You're getting better competition in practice.
Which way would you rather do it as a fan? And I don't care if you're a Spartan fan. I don't care if you're a Wolverine fan. There are Spartan fans upset at the way they're doing it. There's Wolverine fans upset at the way Michigan's doing it. And then, wait for it, there are fans who love both ways.
Right.
Spartan fans like me who go, I hope we continue to schedule games like that. And Wolverine fans who say, this is great, everything's awesome. I want to know where you're at, because here's the deal. I'm leaving open the possibility Michigan's the best team in the Big Ten. I don't know yet. And I hate the fact that we are almost a month into the season, and there's not a single tangible thing I can take out of you beating up homeless people. That's what UConn, Hawaii, and whatever dope show you played. That's like, do
Colorado
yourself.
State.
Yeah. You know the equivalent is tonight, go out, it'd be you assaulting a homeless man.
No, you know what
That's
is?
ridiculous.
Or it's you taking your 6-year-old son in the backyard and just beating him in one-on-one in basketball.
Well, that's what David does to his kids.
Yeah.
We're supposed to say that.
Wait, and then talking trash like, yeah. You know, you got shut out like, Daddy, I can't jump.
And again, for the people who go, well, I think Michigan's smart for doing it, understand something. If your team's truly good, you win the games anyways. Look, Michigan State was really good in 2015. They brought top 10 Oregon into their place, and they beat them. 14, we were really good, but you went to Outson and you lost in a shootout. But you knew right then and there, you know what? On a different day, maybe we get these guys. We're good.
Yeah. You don't get that pick and a Connor Cook pick, and all of a sudden it's a different game.
Right.
Absolutely.
And people complain about Alabama, or people complain about Georgia. Georgia opened the season with Clemson last year. Georgia opened the season with number 11 Oregon this year. Alabama went to Texas.
Now that was a new thing, and I don't think you're going to see that again because they normally do it at the Jerry World.
Right, the Jerry World or the Mercedes-Benz Dome or whatever. It doesn't matter. They do play somebody.
But see, they do. But I'll say Bama found out it's different when you're in front of that home crowd.
When it's a true road game,
right.
No doubt.
But no, you got to play that game. And I think if like for Michigan State, you stay in your lane. Miami was a 50-50 game last year. Beginning of the game, Washington was a 50-50 game. Yeah, you're not going to schedule Alabama because that's just lambs to the slaughter. But, yeah, you schedule a team that you know what? You're the equal to us in the ACC, or you're the equal to us in the Big 12.
Well, the reality is, too, let's say Michigan, because obviously I think they have the better team this year. If Michigan had opened the season playing, and I'm not saying a top 5 team, I'm not saying a top 10 team, I'm saying they got in one of these opening weekend games against a ranked opponent. You pick who. I don't know, they play Ole Miss and Charlotte, whatever. Even if you lost the game, if you win the rest of your games, guess where you're going?
Worst case, you're going to the Rose Bowl. Or, yeah.
You know what I know. You're going to the playoff.
Yeah.
But you know something about your team. Now, look, with Maryland coming in this weekend, all jokes about Rico's program because he is Mr. Testudo, Mr. Terp. The next time Maryland shows up in a big game will be their first time. I don't know here's what I can say you're going to learn. We'll learn a little bit about your defense, provided the game stays within striking distance for a bit. Because remember, playing defense up 30 or after Baby Tua throws 3 pick sixes like he always does, that's not the same as playing defense. So
he hasn't been throwing those pick sixes. I get what you're saying, though, Mike. I do think
just got to see something.
But I think this is going to be the shootout, take the over. And you know that it's already gone up to 65 now, just in case you didn't know.
What's really interesting, and I know it's about balancing money, I thought the spread would come out and Michigan would be laying somewhere between 21 and 24 points. It came out at 16.5.
I think, and it's stuck at 17. I think you're going to see a lot of scoring in here, and it may be late in the game where Maryland's going to have to go for it on 4th down, and they don't get it and turn the ball over. But the defense is going to finally get tested because you're going to have a real-life quarterback on the other end. Now, maybe you go out there and you shut him down. Congratulations.
Well, then I'll tell you this. I'd be really impressed, and I would say I learned something.
You know who I'm impressed with? And this pains me to say.
Chester Kimbrough.
No, Penn State. Penn State is – no, Mike.
You poor thing.
No. But it's exactly what we've been saying in this conversation. You know what Penn State's done that probably no other Power 5 school has done? Penn State's 3-0. They've played 2 Power 5 schools on the road.
I know. And again, if Auburn had any semblance of quarterback play, I'd be much more impressed. That's the worst quarterback room in Auburn history.
No, you went to Auburn.
Okay.
And you played in the SEC.
Okay.
And you beat them handily. You went on the road to start the year off with Purdue. You came back and you beat them. They played 2 Power 5 schools on the road. They've only played 1 game at home.
So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Michigan fans, you want to do it the way you're doing it? State fans, you want to do it the way you're doing it? Are you jealous of the way the other guys do it?